A lot of creators nowadays edit their videos on their phone. If you're one of those creators that like the convenience of just doing simple edits, then stick around and watch this video because I'm going to be talking about an editing app that you might be interested in. I'm talking about Adobe's Rush mobile app, and I will go over some benefits and disadvantages on this app so you can decide if this editing tool is the right one for you. So welcome to the fire. What's good, creators? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me again on another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Mark and I'm here to share some tools and tips to get you started with taking photos and creating videos. So if you're interested in these types of content, consider subscribing. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this app from Adobe. And I know there are a lot of other editing tools out there, but I want to share this with you, especially if you already have a background in Premiere Pro. Now, this video is not sponsored and this are based on my own opinions. Now, this video is not a tutorial video on how to edit in this app, but more like an overview on what the app looks like, some features that I really like, and just putting this on your radar to consider. I'll make some tutorials on this app in the future and share some basic edits with you. If you want to see that on this channel, let me know in the comment section below. Now, this app is available in iOS, Android. You can also use this on your tablet or desktop. It's up to you, but I really think it's more catered to the people on the go, editing on their phones. Now let's get started with pricing. You can download this app for free, but limited to 3 exports and 2 gigabytes of cloud storage. If you want to continue with this app, you can get it for $10 a month. For me personally, I think it's worth it. So as you open up the app, you'll see your project bin. As you can see, I already did some simple edits here, but if you want to start a new one, you can press this plus sign at the bottom. Basically, it's giving you an option if you want to add an existing media from your phone, or you can take a video or photo. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to add media files. Now, as you can see, it'll access your photos, videos, audio, or any other media folder you have. Click on a couple of videos and we'll put them in order you choose them from. Then after that, it's going to put those videos on the timeline sequence. Now, this screen is basically your editing page. As you can see, here are my clips that I chose from my folder. At the bottom of the screen is your toolbar. The plus sign is if you want to add more files. The second is your project assets, which is like a folder of all the files you choose, including the file of your sequence. The third button is to expand your timeline. I really like this feature because it reminds me of the way I edit in my desktop using Premiere Pro. You can see the audio and video layers, or the video channels. The fourth is how your video is going to be placed on the screen. You got the general 16:9 ratio all the way to the 1:1 ratio if you want to upload this to Instagram. As you can see, it has the basic cut tool, duplicate, and delete buttons. And this at the end is a drop down so you can see the audios in your clips. Anyways, this is one of the features I really appreciate on this app. The next button is the titles. If you press and scroll through, you can see the different types of titles you can use. They have the bold caption, call out buttons, and if you scroll more, you'll see more titles. What I love about this is these titles are animated. So let's click on one of these modern titles. You can see it goes on top of the layer of our clip. Now, if you can play it back, you can see the title animation. You see that? For me personally, I appreciate that a lot. To do any animation on your titles like this one, you either have to do it in After Effects, and if you're not familiar with that program, then you're going to be spending time learning just to do that one little title animation. Of course, you can edit and resize it to your liking. You can change the font size and color of the title. You can search more titles here too, and you got 34 pages to choose from. Let's move on. The next buttons are your effect tool, which are your transitions. You get the regular transitions like cross dissolve, dip to white, dip to black, and that's pretty much it. You're limited to these types of transitions, but honestly, you can get by with these ones. You don't need those crazy star transitions. The next one is your colors. These are your filters that you can put on your videos. You got your cinematic, film, black and white, and more options. What I like about this is if you have an option of color correcting your videos. If you shoot videos on a flat profile, you'll appreciate this feature, but I mean, if you don't, you can still use these features just to color correct. Especially if you need to adjust exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, temp, and all that stuff. And then you can save it as your own preset if you want to, like what I have here. Next button we have is speed. This is pretty much where you can do the slow motion on your clips. Nowadays, some cameras on your phone can record 60 FPS, so you can use this feature to slow down your clips. You can also speed things up, making it look like a time lapse. Now, there's also this ramp button. One of the features I appreciate on this app is how you can do speed ramps. If you're not familiar with speed ramps, it's basically having a section on a video clip that you can either slow down or speed up to have the audience really focus on that part. It's also a great tool to use for transitions. Now, the next one is the audio. Once you select a video clip, you can adjust the volume of that clip. You can either mute the clip. The features I like about this is the enhancement of the audio. You can either enhance the voice or the music of the clip or the other, and it'll boost up that audio. I really appreciate this in the box right here because it's done automatically with one press of a button. Now, if you want to add a background music and you'll select your audio clip, you'll see this auto duck. What this means is the music with audio will automatically detect if there are any talking on the clip, and it will lower its volume so you can hear what the people are saying. Another great feature that I appreciate. So the last one I'm going to show you is the transform button. This is where you can rotate, adjust the opacity of the clip. You can scale it and add those crops to make your clip more cinematic. I mean, overall, this app has a lot of features that I truly appreciate, especially coming from Premiere Pro as my main editing tool. Now, the disadvantages or what I don't like about this app. For me personally, I hate editing on my phone. I hate it. Plain and simple, I hate it. I got so used to looking at a big screen using a mouse. Man, I don't even like editing on a laptop, but that's just me. So editing on my phone using this app, it's not something I want to do all the time, especially if you start stacking clips on top of one another. Looking at a small screen is going to be difficult. And with my big ass hands, I ended up choosing multiple clips if I just want to pick one. That's frustrating. Second thing is, the app is still limited. There are some features and animations that I use in Premiere that I can't use in this app. For example, the animation of bringing down the crop like this. I mean, maybe it does have it featured, but I just haven't figured it out yet. And the last thing is, if you're a beginner, spending $10 a month might be the deal breaker for you for this app. I mean, even for me, it's hard for me to spend money on an app that I would barely use. Is this app for you? Maybe. If you're planning on doing a lot of video editing on the go, maybe you're an influencer and want to do a quick video to share on your social media. Maybe you got kids and have a bunch of videos on your phone and want to start putting them together and share it with your family. In my opinion, the features on this app is well worth $10 a month. If you don't mind editing on your phone, then get it. I use this app if I'm just doing a personal video and want to upload it on my social network. So what do you think about this app? Do you like any of the features I talked about? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you find this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I'm back online. Until then, keep creating, keep being inspired, and I'll see you on to the next one. Peace.